How's everybody doing? My name's Bev Watford. I am the Associate Dean for Equity Engagement in the College of Engineering. And I am going to start a slideshow. We're basically going to go through and introduce ourselves to you, tell you what we do. I'm making people take about a minute and a half, being very, very quick with this. I have to, hold on one second. I need to share my screen. As I said, I'm the Associate Dean. I'm also Executive Director of CEED. I am a professor of engineering education. I'm originally from Smithtown, which is on Long Island in New York. I am a VT grad. I have a degree from mining engineering and I have 2 degrees from an industrial engineering field. I love to read. I like anything on or near the water. And these pictures are just some of the things that are important to me. This is my family. My husband, who's also a Hokie, my daughter, who is also a Hokie, and my son, who is also a Hokie. Yes, we have given all of our money to Virginia Tech. This picture I really like. This was our Christmas picture, believe it or not. It was a picture of a place where we stay often, which is Smith Mountain Lake. This is Piper, my daughter's Aussie. This is Nala, my son's golden retriever. And then I threw this in here just in case anybody would recognize I was on a plane sitting behind Morris Chestnut, and I got all excited. So I got a selfie with it. So I'm going to move to, I'm not sure who else is here. They might be. So let me tell you about CEED. We basically have all these people that are going to talk to you. We've got about 10 graduate students who work in the office. We've got a whole bunch of undergraduates who do work with our office. And we serve probably over 2,000 students annually in one way, shape, or form. We run Hypatia and Galileo. We run the STEP Summer Bridge program. We run some pre-college programs, and Kim will talk about those, RISE and CTech Squared and different things like that. So our goal of the office is to help increase the number of underrepresented students who earn engineering degrees from Virginia Tech. So we work primarily with African American, Hispanic, and women students. As you know, those are probably the 3 primary underrepresented groups in engineering. So we basically are here to support all the students, primarily freshmen, and whatever kind of support you need. We have a peer mentoring program, for example, that you might be participating in. We're going to start running some academic workshops in calculus and in chemistry. So just some different things that we're going to try and do to try and help folks get connected to other engineering students, find the support that they need. So that's kind of what we do here in CEED. And we report to the Dean of the College of Engineering, whose name is Julie Ross, Dean Ross. Okay, so let me go to the next one. Deanna, are you there? I don't think we have Deanna. Oh, no, okay. Trey?
Hello, everyone. My name is Trey Waller, and I'm the Director of Graduate Student Programs, and I'm responsible for recruiting and retention for the College of Engineering pertaining to graduate students. I received my PhD here at Virginia Tech in 2009. I left and went to Cornell for about 10 years and worked with underrepresented minority students at Cornell in different offices during my stay there. I'm originally from Martinsville, Virginia. I'm a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated since fall 1998. I like watching movies, meeting new people, visiting family, traveling, playing spades. Some of the pictures are below are me engaging in spades and showing people how to play spades. Next to that is my baby sister, who was a member of PCI, Pre-College Initiative, through NSBE. She's a nurse now, and we were forced to sing in the choir. So there's a picture of me singing in the choir at a very young age. So that's me in a nutshell.
All right. Thanks, Trey. Kim, Dr. Lester.
Hey, everybody. I'm Kim Lester. I'm the Associate Director of Pre-College Outreach. I started working with the CEED office in 2015. Any of you out there that have been through RISE or CTech or BLAST or Imagination or JROTC, and I help out with PCI, that was me. You probably have emails from me. I actually have degrees in both veterinary medicine and elementary education. and practice both of those skills beforehand. So if you are stressing over which engineering major you should go into, don't, because you don't know what you're going to be doing 10 or 20 years from now. It'll all work out. I'm originally from upstate New York. I grew up on a dairy farm, and I lived in New Mexico for 20 years in Albuquerque. Full disclosure, I am married to Luke Lester, and he is the department head of electrical and computer engineering. So should you need an in with electrical and computer engineering, I have it. Just let me know. I have a son and daughter who are real important to me. My son lives in Chicago, went to Northwestern and just never left, loves the Cubs, so that helps. And my daughter's here in Blacksburg. She does, she's head brewer and manager of a brewery here. So don't go drinking beer until you're 21, but they've got some great soda as well. I love to go hiking with my dog Rizzo. That's him in the bottom right. Top left, that's my family at a VT game. We are not messing up the VT symbol. That's a little family thing. We call it the duck face and the duck symbol. And then the other two pictures are just some good CTech and RISE alum. Love working with all of the engineering students here.
All right, thanks, Kim. Taylor, you're up.
Hi, I'm Taylor Cupp. I am assistant to the director of CEED, and I started working for CEED in March 2020, right before the pandemic broke loose around here. I am from Blacksburg originally, born and raised Virginia Tech Hokie. I graduated in 2009 from Virginia Tech with a degree in geography. But I wanted to be a meteorologist. That was before we had a meteorology program at Tech, and I went storm chasing and decided that really was more of a hobby and not what I wanted to do. So that's how I end up here. And I was in the Marching Virginians. I played the trombone. So if any of you all are, please come tell me. I'd love to talk to you about how it is nowadays. I married another townie. His name is Kevin, and we've been married for 7 years. And we have a 2-year-old named James. He's down there in the corner. And we also have a cat named Callie, and you see her on her belly right there. And then we love to travel, and in the upper corners, you'll see us in New York City in the snow in Central Park. And then on the other side, we are in CenturyLink Field in Seattle. I'm a big, huge Seahawks fan.
All right, Taylor, thank you. Dom, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Dom.
Hello. I'm Dom Lovinto, and I'm a Galileo instructor for this year. So to give you a brief rundown, I'm a master's student pursuing mechanical engineering and industrial systems engineering. That's the management systems track, so kind of telling executives, this is how you need to better manage people. I was in Virginia Tech gymnastics, and I also participated in a lot of startup work. So Apex is within Pamplin, and that's a great place to go and kind of combine your skills as an engineer with some business people and make a business. Over the summer, I worked with Gore, and I seek to make a global impact on the world, so that kind of drives a lot of what I do. Down the bottom, you can see a bit about me. So I like to network with people. I like to see things from a new perspective. I love my family. I like to innovate, make all sorts of crazy ideas. I like to fly in the sky. So that one is from like 2,000 feet, and I've been up to a mile high, and I do flips everywhere I go. That's pretty much about me. Oh, and these grapes is because I studied wine grapes over the summer in my internship with Gore. So that was a fun time.
And of course, Dominic's going to put us all to shame by including in his video, you know, he's got to do this. I actually asked him to do it when he told me to do it back, but I actually asked him to do it and he did it. I was just amazed. Thanks, Dom. And Bennett, are you here today? Not everybody could attend the reception. People have classes. Bennett is a graduate student, also a Galileo instructor. He also works in the studio in the makerspace in New Hall. And he's pursuing his master's degree in mechanical engineering. And Taylor, I know I saw Taylor come on.
Hello. Yes, I'm Taylor Johnson. I'm from Austin, Texas. I am a first year engineering education PhD student. I just graduated this past May with my bachelor's in biomedical engineering from UT Austin. Passionate about K through 12 STEM outreach. I did that a lot during undergrad. So you can see I taught little bitties and some other students about different things within biomedical engineering and circuits. I also participated in undergraduate research where I worked on robotics. So you can see me hooked up to one of the robots that we made. And I'm also passionate about promoting self-care, mental health, and making engineering a more inclusive space. So CEED is where I'm supposed to be.
And we're so glad to have you, Taylor. Welcome. And is Hannah on today? And so Hannah is from Bahama, North Carolina. She got a degree from here in industrial and systems engineering, and then went out to Baylor to study higher ed and student affairs. She's come back here to Virginia Tech to work on her PhD in engineering education. She is running our peer mentoring program for freshmen. And she told us this, she used to do gymnastics, and she was in a competition one time with Gabby Douglas, who everybody knows went on to win the gold at the Olympics. So she thought that was really cool. I think that's pretty cool. So that's pictures of Hannah and her friends and her stuffed animals. Yeah, okay. McConan, are you on today?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm McConan. Currently I'm a PhD student in the aerospace department. I recently graduated with my master's degree, actually during the pandemic. I defended during the pandemic. A lot of transition there, and it was really fun. In CEED, over the summer, I usually work with STEP. I was the STEP engineering instructor, and this year I'll be the Galileo instructor. One of the things about me is that I really am a huge aviation enthusiast, and I hope to get my pilot license one day, and I would like to work as an aerospace engineer forever. I guess that's really what I like. And so, yeah, it's about me. And I'm from Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, and that's where I'm from.
My name is Dr. Deanna Perry, and I am the new director of undergraduate student programs here at CEED. And I started with Taylor and Perry on March 2nd, and we immediately went into quarantine after like 2 weeks. So that was exciting. I am originally from the home of the greatest ever. If you don't know, that's Muhammad Ali. So we grew up in the same neighborhood, Louisville, Kentucky, which is also the home of the Kentucky Derby. Fun fact about that is when I was in high school, I lived right down the street from the Kentucky Derby. So if you went out of my house and looked to the right, it was two streets down was Churchill Downs. So that was kind of fun trying to navigate around all of the horse race people during that time. I graduated from Cleary University of Pennsylvania with my bachelor's degree and then my master's degree in secondary education, social studies, and then curriculum instruction. And then I graduated from Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland, with my PhD in higher education administration. A fun fact about me also is that I love to dance. I went to high school at the Youth Performing Arts School in Kentucky, and I was a musical theater major. And then I was also on the STEP team, and I was a cheerleader as well. So I've always been active in dancing and things like that. My high school was where Nicole Scherzinger went, if you know her from the Pussycat Dolls. So she came back and saw us and stuff right when Eden's Crush was big. I don't know if you remember that, but I got like pictures with her and stuff. That was kind of cool. I am engaged to my fiance, Bright, who is originally from Ghana. And he is a PhD student here in the mechanical engineering program. And then I love to travel. So on the bottom left with my glasses, that's me and my fiance. And then also I've traveled everywhere. The picture with me and my little sister is when we were in the forest in Puerto Rico. If you didn't know, the rainforest is in Puerto Rico is the only one that's in the only one that's in America. So it was pretty cool. I almost killed myself on the trail, but I made it. It was really lovely. And then when I first moved to Blacksburg, I lived on a farm, and anybody who knows me knows that I don't like animals. Don't judge me. But they had one of their sheep gave birth, and that's one of them that was there. So I was able to hold it. And then also, if you watch the show Wild 'N Out, one of the guys from the Wild 'N Out show, the guy in the black shirt, that's him. He was at my old school. I got to meet him last year, so that was kind of fun. But I like being involved with students. I like to talk to students and get to know everybody and see where they're from and have conversations with them. So I'm excited about this school year.
All right, thanks, Deanna. I'm going to, let's see what am I going to do? I'm going to skip through a bunch of people that have already talked and get to RT. Are you here? That's RT right there. And these are, I think, some of her classmates from Hypatia. She lived in Hypatia when she was here. She's got her BS in computer science. So we've actually got a couple of computer science grad students, which is really nice. She's been involved in CEED all the way from her undergraduate all the way through graduate school. She moved here from Mumbai, India, when she was 16. She's got 2 cats. Here's one, and here's the other. She loves her cats. And she also likes to travel. So hopefully we'll get to meet RT. And this is Lewis. So I'm going to turn it over now. Is there anybody else from the CEED office that's online?
I joined.
Walter, yes, Dr. Lee, please tell us about yourself.
So hello, everyone. Can they see me?
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Lee. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Engineering Education. My bachelor's degree is in industrial engineering. I have a minor in sociology. I have a master's in industrial systems engineering, and I got my PhD in engineering education. My bachelor's degree is from Clemson University. I'm originally from South Carolina, and my master's and my PhD are from Virginia Tech. So I've been a Hokie since 2010, and I've been a faculty member since 2015. I've worked with CEED since 2011, I think. So I've been around a while. I've worked with the STEP program. I've worked with Hypatia Galileo. I've done different things with mentoring programs. And right now I'm currently teaching one of the Intro to Engineering courses, so ENGE 1216. So I'm teaching 2 sections of that, and then I also teach a seminar for new graduate students in the college.
All right, thank you. And Perry.
Yes, hello, Perry Martin. I'm director of the Pathways for Future Engineers program in CEED. As Deanna said, started in the 1st of March, and so had not been with the office very long before we went on quarantine. My background is a Hokie. I was undergrad and master's at Tech, undergrad in communications, master's in higher ed student affairs, and I'm working on a dissertation, a PhD in leadership education here at Tech. I did grow up local. So you get to know the community. I'm from Giles County, so I'm outside of the Blacksburg area in a neighboring county. But I've been around the Virginia Tech campus nonstop since 1994. So if you need to know a shortcut to class or an opinion on something, happy to share that. And I tend to give it straight up to you. So, look forward to seeing you. If you have any interest in working with our pre-college pathways program for first generation students, be glad to chat with you on that. I am married with 2 daughters, and enjoy the outdoors. And so again, be happy to connect you to both campus and community.
All right, thanks, Perry. And I'm going to let Femnet talk a little bit. Let me see if I can do this and do that.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I don't know what happened to my slide, but my name is Bemnit. I did my undergrad here at Virginia Tech, rolled into my master's program in mechanical. My thesis or the work I do in mechanical is mainly centered around additive manufacturing. So if you're interested in 3D printing with both plastic and metal stuff, let me know. We can chat and whatnot. Around, you see some of the pictures I've taken. I've been fortunate enough to travel. Virginia Tech has opened the doors for a lot of me, has opened a lot of doors for me. There we go. So, you know, as long as you stay involved with SEED, you should have a good time with, or you should have a relatively good time at Virginia Tech. There's a lot of resources here. We're all resources for you guys. So, yeah, nice to meet y'all.
All right. And now I'm going to go. Luis. This is the SHPE portion. So I'm now going to introduce you to the current president of the Virginia Tech SHPE chapter. So go ahead.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Luis Fontano Arias, but you can call me Louie. I'm a rising fifth year. I'm the president of the SHPE chapter here at Virginia Tech. I am majoring in engineering, science, and mechanics. Some of you may not even have heard of that because the major is dying down, but I'm one of the final ones standing. I'm minoring in French and Spanish. I was born in Bolivia, but I was raised in Sterling, so up in Nova. So a few things about myself. I had a lot of pictures. So starting from the left, you can see this like big group of people. So last year I was president of Latin Link at Virginia Tech, and that's the largest Latinx organization here on campus, like 200 plus members. And this is the family we created during Big Little Week. It was such an amazing experience, so many new faces coming out. So I expect to bring that energy to SHPE and have that same sort of impact. Down below, you can see my two little sisters. One of them just got admitted into JMU, and she's going to be studying nursing. And the other one will start her first week of online 4th grade next week. Here in the middle are a few things I do. Over quarantine, I've been listening to a lot of music. So my favorite rappers are J. Cole and Drake. And then I also listen to a lot of reggaeton. So you can see Bad Bunny here. Very controversial figure, but still one of my favorites. At the bottom, these are some fun facts about me. I have a motorcycle license and my CDL. So you can see me rounding around campus on my bike or driving the buses. So maybe you'll be on one of my buses, which would be kind of cool. So for this summer, I interned at TTM Technologies. I did a lot of automation and robotics. You see here up top is me at the actual site, and then down below was me at the actual plant implementing the whole process. And then I also really love playing soccer. Well, nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Okay. And now we have Ditmar.
Hi everyone, I'm Dimar Cruz Herbas, and I'm the Vice President External for SHPE at Virginia Tech. So I'm a junior in mechanical engineering. I grew up in Nova. I grew up in Springfield, Virginia. Some of the things I like to do for fun are run, hike, take pictures, read, and watch movies. The picture in the lower right-hand corner, that was when my brother and I went to Acadia National Park in Maine. We decided we were going to drive, so it was roughly a 12-hour drive. And instead of getting an Airbnb, we just slept in the car at a Walmart parking lot. So not a good idea, but it worked out. So my involvement with SHPE, it began when I was a freshman. One of the first events that I ever attended here at Tech, it was called the CEED Show. And what the CEED Show is, it's this engineering showcase of all the engineering organizations for freshmen. So I was walking around, and in the distance, I heard salsa music. So naturally, it pulled me. And when I got to the booth, I read the sign, and it said SHPE. And I've been involved with the organization ever since. Before this position, I was a vice president internal, and before that, I was a secretary. It's given me a huge network of friends and also a hardworking community that I can confide in. In addition to SHPE, I'm a mentor in the SEED mentoring program this year. I'm mentoring 6 freshmen, and thank you again for having me.
No problem. All right, so I've got a couple of slides here on SHPE. Louis, you going to talk about it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So SHPE. So who are we? So we're a student-run organization focused on professional, academic, and personal development, creating a safe space, a sense of community, and overall building a familia here at Virginia Tech. Familia means the same thing as it does in English, family. So we're always here for each other. Our mission, straight from nationals, is SHPE changes lives by empowering Hispanic community to realize its fullest potential and impact the world through STEM awareness, access, support, and development. Now, some of our values are familia, service, education, and overall resilience. So what we do, we do a lot of things actually during the semester. We have a bunch of company info sessions, we have workshops, we have general body meetings, we go to community service outreach events, as well as hosting our own social and career fair interview prep. And you can see all these pictures. Pretty big, highly involved, all the way from small meetings like between us, all the way to like big event, and even like the far right picture where we went to one of our conferences, which was close to New York. We just took a quick trip, but pretty great network we made.
Okay. So that is, and I'm looking at this picture right here and remembering this was last fall, right?
Yeah, that was the one in Lane Stadium. Yeah.
So, we're doing this Zoom welcome, and there are some good things about it, but last year we did the welcome in the football stadium, and we actually had a big tailgate, and we were playing cards and games, and that was the biggest deck I had ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was great though.
Okay, so, no, I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, so I'm back. What I wanna do is give us all the opportunity to kind of interact a little bit. And the way that we're gonna do this is Taylor put a link in the chat. Everybody needs to copy that link, okay? Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this meeting and go into another Zoom meeting where we can see everybody. Taylor's gonna then create chat rooms and randomly throw like 5 people in a chat room. And we'll be in there for 5 minutes. And the goal is to find out what kinds of things we have in common, just to talk to each other and meet each other. We've got about 74 people on here, so 20, 22, something like that. We're gonna have 22 different rooms. So I'm gonna give everybody again another 10 seconds to make sure you cut and paste that link somewhere. It should have also been in the email that I sent you. And then we're gonna cut out here and go to the next Zoom. And I guarantee you it'll go fast. We'll be done by 6 o'clock, but you will have met probably 30 other people. Okay? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll see you soon.